My name is Kelsey and I'll be taking you through today's yoga class. So today we are doing a Vin-Yin style yoga class. We'll start off with a bit of Vinyasa flow and then we'll end with some restorative poses. So it's a great class if you still want to get the energy flowing but you also want to stretch and restore yourself. This is the perfect combination. So what you'll need is 2 pillows or a bolster, and this is just to provide extra support when we go into the restorative poses. So once you're on your mat, let's get started. So getting into a comfortable seated position, we're going to start off by connecting with ourselves, just checking in with ourselves today. Slowly closing our eyes if we feel safe to do so. We're going to slowly move our focus to our physical body. Start to take a gentle scan throughout your entire body. Noticing if you're holding on to any tension, tightness or stress in your muscles, in your tissues, your ligaments or your tendons. And allow your body to soften with each exhale. Allow the stress to just melt away off your body and down into the mat. Gently start to move your focus now to your mind. And notice your mind and its thoughts. Notice if you have a busy mind at the moment. And if you do, give yourself permission to put these thoughts to one side just for today's practice. Allow yourself to clear some space in your mind's eye, just to let the new positive energy start to flow in. Gently move your focus now to your breath, placing one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your belly. Just noticing how your belly expands with each breath and how your chest collapses as you exhale. Start to allow these breaths to become deeper. Each breath to become longer as you start to sink more into this present moment. Slowly start to bring your hands back onto the top of your knees. Start to flutter your eyes open. Amazing. So we're going to start off with some simple side stretches. I'm just sitting on a pillow, by the way, so if your hips or your back is a little bit sore, grabbing something that's slightly elevated, which will elevate your hips just slightly, will allow that pressure just to come off your back. So you can go grab your pillow if you would like to. So starting off with some simple side stretches. So placing our right palm down, inhale, our left palm comes up and over, stretching our left side. Inhale, slowly coming back to center, placing left palm down, right palm comes up and over. Exhale, coming back to center. One more on each side, so placing right palm down. Inhale, left palm comes up and over. Exhale, coming back to center, placing left palm down, right palm comes up and over. Slowly coming back to center here. We're going to place both of our fingertips together in front of us. On the inhale, we're going to slowly expand our arms, opening up our chest. Then exhale, start to draw your fingertips towards each other. Start to round your spine just a tiny bit. So inhale, we expand. Exhale, start to round and close in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, drawing our fingertips together. Inhale, expand once more. Then exhale, bringing our fingertips up to the sky. Then exhale, start to fold forward, placing our fingertips onto the ground for just a soft forward fold. Just taking a couple moments here, letting your head and neck soften. On the next inhale, slowly start to walk your hands back up, moving on to our tabletop positions. So coming onto our hands and knees. Checking our alignment here, so making sure our wrists are under elbows, elbows are stacked in line with our shoulders, making sure our knees are in line with our hips. We're pulling in our belly button towards our spine so we have a nice stable core. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows just to start to warm up the spine. So on the inhale, we're dropping our belly and starting to look up to the sky. Exhale, start to push away from the mat, start to round your spine as you drop your head and neck. Inhale, we rise, dropping our belly, slowly looking up to the sky. Exhale, pushing away, dropping our neck and arching our spine. Start to make some other soft movements as you do your cat and cow. Using your breath to facilitate each movement, so you can move back and forth. Find something that works for your body. You may be a little bit tight, a little bit sore or stiff. One movement isn't right for each person, so find a movement that fits you. And then slowly coming back to center here, finding our stable tabletop. On the next inhale, we're going to tuck our toes and send our hips up to the sky, finding our first downward facing dog. Taking any movement that serves you, so maybe pedaling out the feet. Moving your hips from side to side. Whatever works for you. Just to slowly warm up the body. And then we're going to find our stable downward facing dog here, checking our alignment, so making sure our knees are nice and bent. Our feet are hip width distance apart. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. On the next inhale, we're going to come back onto our knees. And then we're going to untuck our toes here and then sink back into our child's pose. Just taking a couple of breaths here just to reconnect. The next inhale, slowly pressing back up to our tabletop, tucking our toes and sending our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, we're slowly going to look up to our palms. Exhale, start walking our feet to the top of the mat, finding Uttanasana forward fold. Softening the head and neck, making sure you have a nice deep bend in the knees. On the next inhale, we start to rise slowly, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and neck comes up last. Inhale, fingertips up to sky. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, we're halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, planting our palms and stepping back into our high plank. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, dropping our knees, keeping our elbows by our sides, and slowly coming down to our belly. Inhale, pushing up, opening our chest, baby cobra. Exhale, tucking our toes and sending our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here. On the next inhale, we're going to move our right foot slightly more into the center of the mat. Inhale our left foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bending that left knee, turning that left knee out so you're opening up that left hip. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Inhale, bringing that left knee into our chest. And then exhale, stepping it between our palms, helping it if you need to, coming into our low lunge. From here, we're going to turn our back foot to a 45-degree angle. As we inhale, fingertips to sky, coming into our warrior two. Taking a couple breaths here. Exhale, slowly bringing our palms to our lower back, interlacing fingers or grabbing onto our forearms. We inhale, slightly lean back, and then exhale, start to fold forward, leaning our chest onto our thigh, coming into our humble warrior. Inhale, slowly coming up. Exhale, sweeping hands by our sides, fingertips come up to the sky to warrior one. Exhale, folding down, planting our palms and stepping back into our downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here. Checking your alignment, coming up to our fingertips, noticing our fingers on the mat. Your fingers should have a nice even gap between each finger, just to support yourself in this downward dog. On the next inhale, we're going to bring our left foot slightly more into the center of the mat. Inhale our right foot up and away, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending that right knee, turning that right knee out so you're opening up that hip. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. And then we're going to bring that right knee into our chest. And then step it in between our palms, coming into our low lunge. Turning our back foot to 45-degree angle. As we inhale, rise, fingertips to sky. And then dropping into our warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Making sure our hips are square to the top of the mat, releasing our shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, slowly drawing our fingertips to the lower back, grabbing onto our forearms or interlacing our fingers, whatever works for you. As we inhale, slowly start to lean back. Exhale, start to fold forward, leaning our chest onto our thigh, coming into our humble warrior. Inhale, slowly coming up. Exhale, bringing our fingertips to sky. Then exhale, folding down, planting our palms. And then stepping back into our downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here. On the next inhale, we're going to place our right foot slightly more into the center of the mat again. Inhale our left foot up and away, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending that left knee. We're going to bring that left knee towards our left wrist. And then our left foot comes to our right wrist. So we're coming into our pigeon pose. Now we're coming into a more restorative pigeon pose. So grabbing onto your pillows. You may need one, you may need two. So lining up the pillow against your shin or thereabouts. Stacking it up as high as you need it. We're going to bring our chest onto the pillows and then bring our head over to the side. So your shin should be aligned with the bottom of your pillows, thereabouts. And as you fold forward, your chest and your abdomen should come onto the pillows. With each exhale, allow your body to soften. If you have some knee issues or it's too harsh on your knees, you can come onto your back and come into reclined pigeon pose, so left ankle onto right knee, and then grabbing a hold of your hamstring or your shin. This is a less strenuous on your knee, but pick the variation that works for you and your body. All we really want to do is start to open up those hips in a less intense manner, I guess. If you feel safe to do so, you can start to close down the eyes. With each exhale, allow your body to soften a little bit more, allowing your hips to open just a little bit more. Again, if at any time it gets a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit too uncomfortable, I should say, always move to your variations. You don't want any injuries, no pain or strain. You just want to start to open up those hips. Slowly start to make your way back up. We're going to switch to the other side, so you can either plant down your feet, tuck your toes, and then swing your left foot into your downward facing dog, switching to the other side, so right knee comes to right wrist, left ankle comes to left wrist, across your mat. Lining up your pillows, so pillows or bolster right next to your shin. And then on the exhale, start to fold down, coming into your pigeon pose. I like to hug my pillows and breathe nice and deeply so your body knows it's safe. You're telling your nervous system that you're okay here. Tapping into that parasympathetic system, letting any stress or worry go. This is your time. This is your space. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to do anything else, but allow your body to soften. On the next inhale, start to push yourself back up. And then we're going to remove our pillows just to one side, just for this moment, just to get out of our posture. So putting our pressure into our hands, tucking our back foot, coming back into our downward facing dog, shaking out that leg, making some movement, stimulating the energy, stimulating the blood flow. And we're going to come into our final posture, which is going to be reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. If the Baddha Konasana is a bit too strong, so butterfly pose, you can just come into a different variation, which will show you. I'm just going to grab an extra pillow just because my pillows aren't as firm as they should be. But making sure that you have your pillows stacked next to you. You want to keep about 3 fingers width from your sacrum to the backs of your pillows or your bolster. And then we're going to start to gently fold down, allowing our back to soften on the pillows. You can either stay here, bringing our palms up to the sky, allowing your shoulders to relax, or you can bring your feet in, your soles of the feet in towards each other and come into Baddha Konasana with your legs. If you want extra support with your knees, you can bring some extra pillows or blocks underneath your knees. Allowing your whole body to soften. Finding the variation that suits your body best. Nothing is better, nothing is worse. They're all just different shapes. This is a really good posture to, if you're at the computer all day or you find yourself hunching over a lot, this is really good to open up the heart, open up the chest. Allow your posture to come back into alignment. You can close your eyes down if you feel safe to do so. And allow your body just to sink and melt and soften. Next inhale, we're slowly going to bring your knees together if they're in Baddha Konasana. Bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Placing your palms onto the mat, start to use your forearms just to peel yourself back up. Pushing yourself up to a seated position. Removing the pillows away to the side. Then we're going to slowly start to roll back onto our backs. Coming into Shavasana, allowing your spine to align. Taking some deep belly breaths. keeping your eyes closed or soft, and allowing yourself just to be present for these last couple of moments of today's practice. I want to thank you so much for joining me today in today's yoga class. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in my next class. Namaste.